This right here is my favorite breakfast in all of the United Kingdom. I love these guys so deeply. This is the Shoom, which is an Indian-inspired restaurant that is all around the UK and many of the major cities. And here we have a breakfast naan roll with 2 runny eggs, some vegan black pudding. Interesting how they made it vegan. And some Americano. And we have a breakfast lassi. So join me for one of the best breakfasts, in my opinion, here in the UK. Right now I'm in the Shoom of Edinburgh. And one of the major impacts Britain has had in the world is being in every country around the world, basically. They had the biggest empire in the world for many, many years, more than a few centuries. And one of those holdings was India. So Indian culture has seeped in significantly in the UK, and the UK is one of the best places to get good Indian food. So let's try this breakfast naan. I'm super excited. I love coming here. I come here all the time when I try some very, very good breakfast. Now, of course, the UK is amazing full English breakfast, full Scottish breakfast, full Welsh breakfast. You can get them all around. That's more of a classic. Here is more kind of a special meal. So let's try it out. Joe says, hey, good morning, I think. So let's try the mango lassi. Oh my god. So this is lassi, yogurt, mango, some oats, and it's just delicious. It's really, really good for a good morning drink. And then the coffee before I dig in a little bit more into the food. These guys serve amazing, amazing coffee. Truly, truly some of the best coffee I've had in a restaurant here in the UK. And the quality is good across all the restaurants. So they are not BSing or cutting corners as many American chains tend to do. Or chains basically anywhere around the world. Hey, Aaron says, beans for breakfast. I don't know where that English tradition came from. Yeah, that's a good question because it's Heinz beans, which is American. That's funny. But no beans here, though you can order beans. They have like a masala beans, which is an Indian style beans. KC says, Kia ora from New Zealand. New Zealand, another place that Britain has had its impact. Yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. Do you like black pudding, says Steven. So we're gonna try the vegan version of black pudding, and this is a naan. So before I dig in, it's a egg, but they get some amazing eggs. The yolk is just super orange, beautifully freshly made naan with some type of sauce. It seems to be some type of yogurt-based sauce and some type of garnish. And then they have this other kind of sweet chutney sauce. That's kind of like Indian ketchup. Kay says, I'm just having my tea and toast. That's good, Kay, yeah. I mean, this is basically tea and toast, basically. Sorry, I went handheld today, so I gotta balance my phone. Bear with me. Oh, that's why gimbals are so easier to use. Okay. There we go. Wow. So you can get this with sausage and some bacon. You make really good of each. But the simple egg one, oh my. It's just somehow they have the best eggs And eating fresh naan is always a good thing. Pre-made naan is never as fun as something coming fresh out of the oven. Wow, that's good. Now let's try a piece of this black sausage. I mean, black pudding, but vegan style. It tastes like black pudding. Real black pudding. Like, I like real black pudding, and it's good. I love it. It's funky. That's the reason I like it. But this is funky, but it's vegan. It's kind of making me have a cognitive dissonance. I didn't expect the vegan version to be as funky as the regular version. It's a bit spicy. If you were to give me a blind test of this black pudding, I would have not known that this is vegan. That literally tastes like regular black pudding. I don't know how they recreated it. Justine says bacon and eggs. I had a full breakfast here in Honolulu, says Maureen. Oh cool, yeah, you have full English. You were able to find full English in Honolulu. Well, it's easy to recreate in America, aside from the bacon. Bacon's different in America. Deb says, I'll try vegan black pudding. I hate real black pudding. Yeah, now let's try the sauce a little bit more. Ooh, that coffee is amazing. Drew says, try Wonder Cafe on Oxbridge. It has the best English breakfast. Oh, cool. Drew, Wonder Cafe. I appreciate that. It's very good. Excellent. Thank you. That sauce is really good. It has a nice sweetness to it, but it's not too acidic like regular ketchup can be, or brown sauce can be. Brown sauce can be very sweet. It's a good balance. John says, how are you finding traveling with the rail strike? I was going to travel by rail because I'm heading up to Inverness next, but I ended up getting myself a bus ticket. I did not want to take the risk. Apparently my train is canceled. I'm not 100% sure. Fortunately, I ended up getting a non-refundable ticket, so I lost out on those 33 pounds. Justine says the cafe looks cute. It really is. So there is a rail strike that John is mentioning, that many of the train companies all around the UK are going on strike for 3 days. The thing is, in between those 3 days, it's affecting the rest of the trains. Trish says, if you go full vegan, I'm going to want to marry you. Justine says cafe looks cute. It does. Lorraine puts the sweaty emoji. Let me show you the cafe. Here it is. Look at that. Beautiful cafe. Nice decoration. Very Bombay style. Some of them are even more elaborately decorated, like the King's Cross one in London. So that was the Shoom, everyone. Hey, Richard says, hey, I hope you have a happy experience in all your travels. Thank you so much, Richard. I appreciate that. Justine says, I love the booths. Yeah. Kay says, busy place for breakfast. Yes. Very busy place for breakfast. The Edinburgh location is a bit smaller than the other ones. King's Cross or the Birmingham locations are massive. So some of the locations you could just walk in. Today I just walked in, but I came right before the morning rush. So if you want a good breakfast at Dishoom, come before the morning rush, which appears to be here, at least in Edinburgh, about 9 a.m. about 9:30 a.m. is the morning rush. In London, I noticed the morning rush is about that time or about 10 a.m. Justine says, is it a chain? Yes, it is a chain, yes. Only in the UK so far. I hope they expand to New York. That would be so cool. If they could keep up the quality, that's amazing. Joe says, do they have Greyhound buses? No. Joe says, if they don't, do they hunt foxes? So no Greyhound buses, no Fox buses. Here it's Megabus, National Express, and various City Link buses, and then there's other independent bus companies. And Susan says, I'm watching you at 3:17 a.m. Oh wow. This is heavily. What I like about this restaurant is that it takes Indian flavors, puts those British elements, for example here breakfast, having eggs, black pudding, and combines them together in a really, really well done way. Which in America, we don't have too much breakfast fusions that are done well, I think. Yeah, because a lot of people go brunching, and brunching is pretty American. Avocado toast is American. So we don't have too much infusions. There's not like Chinese breakfast or Italian American breakfast, not really. So it's nice that they did it here. Justine says, I watched your video on the Golden Turd building. I'm gonna call it that here. I actually really like the design. I was so glad you did. I hope you got some best scrambled eggs, says Paul. I was tempted to get the scrambled egg dish, but I love this egg naan dish. And Joe says 4:47 a.m. Even Mickey Mouse is asleep in Orlando. Oh, Joe, wow, you woke up in the middle of the night. Thank you so much for saying hello. If you're staying in Edinburgh, visit Leith or Stockbridge. I don't have too much time in Edinburgh, but I will keep in mind Leith. I do want to visit Leith. I'll check out Stockbridge and Bruntsfield. Thank you so much, Linda. I appreciate that. I heard Leith on the Water. I forgot the name of the town, but there's a beautiful town also near Edinburgh that's a nice, best kept secret. Trish says Italian breakfast in the US is just espresso and biscotti. Basically. All right, everyone, that was my favorite breakfast in here in Edinburgh. I hope you enjoyed this broadcast. I'm going to continue eating. One more time, let me show it to you before I depart. Right there, look at that. Look at that, vegan black pudding. Amazing mango lassi, amazing Americano. Morning temperature is very cold. It's about 58 degrees Fahrenheit, which is chilly. You need a sweater. And Leith is where my father's family's from, says Kay. Awesome. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check out the Shoom here in. Let me pop up the photo so you see. Right there. Check out the Shoom. Really, really great place. Awesome menu. Also great for dinner. I did a dinner video of it last time I visited here in the UK. Check that out if you want to see a full The Shoom dinner. Highly recommend it in your next London trip or any type of major city in the UK. Keep being awesome and always keep on exploring. Have a good day, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you up beyond the wall.